Hi friends, welcome to our channel Jay Aditya Math Tutorial. We are doing a series of 10th class mathematics. As a part of this, we are now in the chapter similar triangles. Already we have completed 8.1, that is the first exercise of your chapter, and now we are going to enter into 8.2 here. So 8.2 is very important. Why? Because here you are going to use all the criterions of similarity. By using the criterions of similarity, there you will be solving the problems. Okay, so in this class we will be discussing about the criterions of similarity. What do you mean by similar triangles? Once again, let us revise, and we will be seeing some results. If the triangles are similar, what are the results we can get from those two triangles? Also we will be discussing in this class. This class is very important. Please do watch it till the end. So if you don't watch my previous videos, please do watch them. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, and if you like my class, please do like and share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon in order to get notifications. So without wasting any time, let us enter into our class. So here let us take two triangles which are similar. I'll tell you what are similar triangles, how do we denote similarity of triangles. Okay, so the symbols are very important. Here you should know the language of mathematics. So right now, so see here, for example, a triangle is there whose vertices are ABC. So we denote that triangle as triangle ABC now. And let us take one more triangle PQR. So these are the standard triangles. Always we'll be taking this when we are explaining. So triangle ABC and triangle PQ are similar. So how they will be similar means they will be having some criterions here. So we will be discussing about criterions. Before that, let us understand what is the symbol we use for denoting the similar triangles. So see here now, this symbol is known as similar to. So what do we call this? Similar to. So how do you read this statement here? Triangle ABC is similar to, okay, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, so see here what happens now. Let us take the triangle ABC, and let us take one more triangle PQR now. So I already told you, we'll be telling that two triangles we are similar when their corresponding sides are proportional and corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding sides must be proportional and corresponding angles must be equal. In case of congruency, corresponding sides also must be equal, corresponding angles are also equal. So this is the only difference between the congruency of triangles and similarity of triangles. I already told you congruency is the part of similarity. We already discussed about scale factor. So if the scale factor is equals to 1, then we say that both the triangles are congruent here. If you don't watch my previous videos, please do watch them. I'll give you the links in the description. Okay, so see here, I am telling that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So if these two triangles are similar, what can we say about the corresponding sides and corresponding angles? Okay, so we need to see that one first. So when you are seeing the triangles or when you are seeing the notation here, simply observe like this. So here this is the first vertex in triangle triangle ABC. Here P is the first vertex in triangle PQR. B is the second vertex in triangle ABC. Q is the second vertex in triangle PQR. C is the third vertex in triangle ABC, and R is the third vertex in triangle PQR. Order is very important here. In case of congruency or in case of similarity, the order is very important. If you write the triangle BCA similar to PQR, again the meaning will be changed here. I'll tell you in detail when we are going in the class. Okay, so see here, from the given statement or from the given triangles, so what can we say means angle A is corresponding to angle P. Angle A is corresponding to angle P. So when they are similar, angle A must be equals to angle P in both the cases. This is very important. Now what we are writing is very important. You should know how to represent or how to recognize the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. That is very important. So see here, angle A is equals to angle P, and then angle B will be equals to angle Q. Angle B will be equals to angle Q. Angle B will be equals to angle Q. So see here, first angle, second angle in this notation. And what is the third one? Angle C will be equals to angle R. Angle C will be equals to angle R. So you may get a 1 mark question just by giving the statement, write the corresponding sides and corresponding angles they will be telling. So what are the corresponding angles here? A and P are corresponding angles, B and Q are corresponding angles, C and R are corresponding angles. Now write about sides here. If you want to write about sides, so take these two, AB, first and second I am taking here. So here you need to take first and second only. So what is the corresponding side of AB here? Corresponding side of AB is nothing but PQ, but here the ratios will be equal, not the sides. Okay, so how we will be taking here? AB by PQ you need to take here. So that is the ratio, I'll tell you. Then take the second one, that is I am taking BC here, and here I am taking QR. I am taking BC and QR, or else for your clear understanding put the mark here QR. So I can write as BC by QR. So the ratios will be equal. Then if the ratios are equal only, then we will be telling that the sides are in proportion right now. And again we should take the other case, that is I am taking AC and PR. So this must be equals to AC by PR. Clear? So this is the major results what we get from the notation triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, so see here you can take this angle C is equals to angle R. Okay, clear. So how to take these sides will be, how the sides will be. So let us take some sides as 1, 2, 3 I am taking 1, 2, 3. So what is the corresponding side of AB? If this is 2, so what will be AB by PQ now? AB is 1 and PQ is 2. So that will be equals to 1 by 2. So all other ratios also must be equals to 1 by 2 only. So how to take this one? If this is 2, how much it must be? If the ratio must be equals to how much? It should be 1 by 4. So, sorry, 1 by 2. So, I am taking here 4. Now, you see here 2 by 4 is again, if you take like this 2 by 4, again this will be equals to 1 by 2. Now, BC, sorry, this is AC now. So, let us take here, this is 2 by 4. So, AC by PR is also 2 by 4. If I take here BC as 3, how much it should be? It must be 6. If it is 3 and if it is 6, then the ratio will be again 1 by 2 now. 1 by 2. So in all the three cases the ratios are equal. So corresponding ratios of corresponding sides will be equal in similar triangles, and corresponding angles will be equal in similar triangles. If this angle is 50, so what is the corresponding angle of A here? Corresponding angle of A is P here. So this angle also will be 50. If angle B is equals to 60, how much? So which angle will be 60 in that triangle here? So I am taking B is equals to 60. B is the second one. So obviously the second angle, that is Q. Q must be equals to Q must be equals to B now. So both are 60 degrees here. And if I take C as 70 degrees, so R must be 70 degrees. Clear? So these are the major results. Okay. And also we have some more results. We will be discussing about them later. If I explain each and everything now only, you will forget it. So before that, before telling some other important results are there, Nana, I'll tell you when the problems are, when we are solving the problems. Okay, now let us discuss about the criterions of similarity now. So we will be having some testing type things now. Okay, we will be testing 3 measurements and we will be declaring whether the two triangles are similar or not. So in that testing we will be using some criterions here. So let us understand what are those criterions. Let us take the first one as angle similarity, or simply A similarity. Okay, if two angles are equal in both the triangles, obviously the third angle must be equal. For example, if you see here, just now in the previous example we have done it, one angle is 50, one angle is 60 in both the triangles. Obviously the third angles must be 70, right? Why? Because sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So this is the first criterion. And if you go to the second one, go for side. So when you are talking about sides must be proportional here. Corresponding sides must be proportional. Let us go for third one, and third one is like side angle side. So this is very, very important. Okay, so here also this is very, very important. So when you are talking about sides, the sides must be proportional, and when you are talking about angle must be equal. Clear? So these are the important criterions of similarity. So if you understand these criterions exactly, then you can solve the problems easily now. So how these criterions are useful for us to determine whether the triangles are congruent, similar or not. So how to see it? For example, let us take like this: A, B, C is one triangle, and the other triangle is P, Q, R now. P, Q, R. So see here, I am taking the angles like this. This is 50, B is 60, and C is 70 degrees. And even in the triangle PQR also, this is 50, and this is 60, and R is nothing but it is 70 now. 50 degrees, 60 degrees, and 70 degrees. So see here, if you don't write the 70 also, if you see here, 50 and 60 are equal there. Obviously, these two angles will be equal. That's why we can talk like, if three angles are equal, if three corresponding angles are equal, or if two corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles will be similar now. Okay, so how to write this one? If the angles are like this, how you will be writing about similarity here? So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Why? Because angle A is equals to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, and angle C is equals to angle R now. So that is very, very important. For suppose if the angles are like this, if angle P is equals to 70 degrees and angle R is equals to 50 degrees, now this statement will be changed now. This statement will be changed. This is very, very important, guys. First of all, you analyze the equal angles here. So talk about A. So angle A is equals to angle R in the second triangle. Angle A in the first triangle is equals to angle R in the second triangle, and angle B in the first triangle is equals to angle Q in the second triangle. And what about this one? Angle C is equals to angle P. No, angle C is equals to angle P. Now A and R will be corresponding, B and Q will be corresponding, C and P will be corresponding here. So how to write the similarity statement here? So see here, Nana, A, B, C is the triangle. So I am writing the first one in the order. So triangle A, B, C is similar to triangle. You should write in this order only. So in place of A, what can you take here? R. So this is triangle R. In place of B, what you can take here? Q. So I'll take Q. And in place of C, what I can take? P. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle RQP is correct. So when the figures are like this statement goes wrong now. Okay, always you should not take like this: triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. That depends on the angles and depends on the ratio of the sides. You should be very, very careful in this part. If you write this statement wrong, your problem is wrong. That's all. Keep in mind. And let us go for the second criterion. What is that, Nana? So sides must be proportional, right? So see here how I am taking here again. So A, B, C is the one triangle, and I am taking the other triangle as P, Q, R now. I am taking the other triangle as P, Q, R. So see here, let us take the sides here. PQ as 1 centimeter, QR as 2 centimeters, and PR as 3 centimeters. Now the ratios must be equal, right? So corresponding sides ratios must be equal in the second criterion. So you can observe like this now. So if it is 1, I am taking this as 2. Okay, if that is 3, I am taking it as 6, and if it is 2, I am taking it as 4. Now you observe the ratios here. 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, or you can take reverse also. AB by PQ, you take like this. AB by PQ, how much it will be? That is 2 by 1, which is equals to 2 now. Take BC by QR. BC by QR. If you take BC by QR, it is 4 by 2. Again, the value is 2. And take the other case, CA by RP now. So CA is 6 by RP is 3. Again, the ratio is equals to 2. If you take the corresponding sides, the ratios of corresponding sides are equal here, right now. The ratios of corresponding sides are equal. So what can you write here? AB is corresponding to triangle. Sorry, AB side is corresponding to side PQ. BC is corresponding to QR, and AC is corresponding to PR. So what can you write here? Here, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So why? Because AB is corresponding side to PQ, and BC is corresponding to QR, and CA is corresponding to RP. So if you see also, you can see AB is corresponding to PQ, BC is corresponding to QR, and AC is corresponding to PR. If you observe the figure, it should tally, and even in the notation also, your corresponding sides must be tallied now, or else your notation will be wrong here. For example, if the sides are different, let us take PR as 2 and QR as 3 now. if you take PR as 2 and QR as 3, then this all will be wrong, right? So here the sides will be changed here. So how to take the corresponding sides here? So you should check which the ratios of which sides are equal here. You should check right now. So see here, now I can take like this, AB by PQ, which is equals to 2 by 1, which is equals to 2 now, right? And if you check BC by QR, it will be 4 by 3 but not 2. But if you check AC by QR, if you check AC by QR, what happens here? AC by QR I am taking now. So AC is 6 and QR is 3, that will be equals to 2. Okay, and what is the other side remaining here? That is BC and PR. So see here, BC by PR, which is equals to 4 by 2, and now it is equal. So how to write the statement now? Writing the statement is very important now. So see here, triangle, and you need to take another triangle, right? So first triangle you write as your wish. I am writing ABC, triangle ABC now. First triangle you write as your wish according to the requirement in the problem. So I am taking ABC here. If I take ABC, so what is the corresponding side of AB here? What is the corresponding side of AB? Yes. So corresponding side of AB will be how much? PQ. And what is the corresponding side of BC here? What is the corresponding side of BC? BC's corresponding side is PR, right? We got one, this is the first side and this is the second side, right? So here also you should take in that manner only. So this is the first side and this is the second side. So you mentioned like that, it will be a trick for you, okay, in order to write it correctly. So how to write now means, you should write the triangle as QPR. So here we are taking this AB as first side, BC as second side. So you should take the corresponding sides also like first and second. So how can you write here? QPR. If you change the order, your notation will be wrong here. Now you can easily observe. AB's corresponding side is QP. AB's corresponding side is QP. And BC's corresponding side is, so see here, BC's corresponding side is PR. BC's corresponding side is PR. And AC's corresponding side is QR. AC, where is it? AC is 6 here and QR is 3. If you divide them, again the ratio will be 2 none. So in this way you need to write, you practice how to write the statements. That is very much important. Okay, let us go for the third criterion, that is side angle side none. So okay, that is nothing but side angle side. How to take this one? Let us see here. Right now, when you are talking about sides, I told you they must be proportional and angles must be equal. So see here, two pairs of sides are proportional and the including angles must be equal. Two pairs of sides must be proportional and including angle must be equal. So if you observe here, AB by PQ, if you take AB by PQ in both the triangles, it is 2 by 1, which is equals to 2 none. And if you take BC by QR, BC by QR, this is also equals to 4 by 2, which is equals to 2 again. And also here there must be an included angle, right now. So these are the two sides you are taking the ratios, right? So included angle means this angle will be including angle. If this angle is 60, this angle also must be equals to 60. Then only those two triangles will be similar, or else they will not be similar. If the angles are equal only, then the angles will be similar. For example, if this angle is 50 and if this angle is 60, you should not say that here one angle is 60 and there one angle is 60. Both are having, the sides are proportional and one angle is equal. Therefore, both are not similar here. Why? Because two corresponding sides. So AB's corresponding side will be PQ, BC's corresponding side will be QR. Both are proportional, that's okay. But the side must be included between the sides. Sorry, angle must be included between the sides here. So angle must be between those two sides only. You should check that one. But here the included angles are not equal. Therefore, these two triangles will not be similar. These two triangles will be similar only when angle Q is 60 degrees. Okay, now, so you can write like this. So here angle B is equals to angle Q, which is equals to how much, Nana? 60 degrees. So see here, two sides are proportional and one angle is equal. Two sides are proportional and one angle is equal. Therefore, what can you write here? Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR now. Okay, so see here, AB's corresponding side is PQ, BC's corresponding side is QR, and included angles are equal. Clear? So again, let us check by changing the sides. What happens now? Now I am taking this side as 2 and here the angle as 60 degrees now. Okay, so first of all you check the angles or corresponding sides. You can check anything. So again you can write AB. So what will be AB's corresponding side here? Obviously that is again PQ, which is equals to 2 by 1, which is equals to 2 nano. Okay, and what is the corresponding side of BC now? The corresponding side of BC will be PR. So BC by PR, which is equals to how much? BC by PR will be 4 by 2, which is equals to again 2. And what is the angles? What are the angles equal here? So here angle B is equals to angle P, which is equals to how much? That is 60 degrees. So corresponding angles are B and P now. Okay, corresponding angles are B and P now. You should understand this very, very much. That's why I am stressing more here. If you understand the criterions only, then you can easily solve the problems. Or else you will definitely miss the problem here. Okay, so see here how to write the statement now. Write the first triangle as it is, as your wish. I am writing triangle ABC, which is similar to. Simple nana. See here, angle B is equals to which angle in triangle? PQR. So that is P now. So this is in the second position. Write P in the second position nana. Write P in the second position. Okay. Afterwards, what is the corresponding side of AB here? What is the corresponding side of AB? The corresponding side of AB is PQ. Corresponding side of AB is PQ. So obviously you should get one Q here. So this is QP, and what is the remaining vertex? That is R. So triangle ABC will be similar to triangle PQR. Sometimes the question will be like this one. If this angle is 50, if angle C is equals to 50, what is angle R? If angle C is equals to 50, what is angle R nana? Yes, can anyone tell me? If angle C is 50 degrees, what is angle R? So see here, these two are corresponding angles, both must be equal if they are similar. That's why in the first case only we have discussed. If we are writing a statement like this, corresponding sides are in proportion and corresponding angles are equal. So you can easily say that if it is 50, automatically angle R also must be 50. If angle B is 60, angle P also must be 60. Now you tell me what will be angle Q now? What is angle Q? Sometimes he will be giving angle C and he will be asking about angle Q. How to find this one? If it is 50, angle R will be equals to 50, and what is this one? So you should apply angle sum property. Sum of angles in a triangle will be 180 degrees. Here 60 plus 50 is 110. If you add 70, then it will be 180. So angle Q will be how much, Nana? That will be obviously 70. So angle Q is equals to 70. If angle Q is equals to 70, what is angle A now? So Q must be equals to angle A. So obviously angle A is also equals to 70 degrees. Clear now? So in this way, you need to analyze your problem and you should write the given information correctly. You should analyze what are corresponding angles, corresponding sides, and what is the given information and what we need to find out. So this is very much important. We'll be doing the problems in our coming class. So you do practice all the try this, do this in the chapter. Don't miss the any single problem also from try this, do this and examples. Okay, in our coming class, we'll be discussing some more problems related to similarity criterions. Okay, so that class also will be very interesting and important also. So there you'll be having many questions, many gunshot questions. So we'll be discussing that in our next class. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, and if you like my class, please do like and share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications. We shall meet in our next class. Till then, bye.